is it'll be way the heck up the river. Try to make a cast from there. What's going to happen? It won't work. It won't break free. You need that tip of the line within a rod distance away from you to cast effectively. So that's one of the key things. So if you flick it too far up the river, let's talk about the Perry poke again. So it's a slow motion, almost like a half of a false casting motion, half of a false cast without a lot of power. And when that tip comes down towards you, then you're all set. Make the D loop behind you and cast.
You can do that Perry poke too as its own cast. You don't have to use it. It's a great correction cast if you do that. If you have that tendency to do that, you can just sit here and play. The line's going to stay nice and tight. When he gets down here below my rod tip, darn, it was fine and it was set up. The only problem is if you're following a guy that's doing that 19 times, you might get a little bit excited that he's kind of screwing up the fishing for you, but it is a very good correction cast. And the reason that happens to a lot of times, particularly for snap tees, is because each one of the top and the bottom leg of this C should be about the same length. If I make it too short on top, it goes shooting way the heck upriver. If I make it too long here, then when I come back around, I risk actually hooking myself. So you want to try and keep those pretty much the same. If I want to shoot up there, I can.
Show that one more time, Steve. I think that's a really good tip on how to get the tip of the line facing across the river. When you snap teed, you kind of came back to shore again. Watch this. He'll snap tee it, but then he follows through and brings the tip slightly downriver from where he's going to cast. Watch this. Lift and come back down, but then that also helps to straighten the tip of the line out a little bit.
And also that's great too if I want to make that cast. If all I want to do is make a cast, downstream, I want to just fish, a particular piece of water, but the amount that I actually bring my rod tip upriver here before I actually accelerate underneath kind of determines the direction of my cast. If I start it up here, I can make a cast up there. But if I'm making a cast here and I shoot it up there, it's not going to work. Just like Steve was talking about.
We only have about 4 or 5 minutes left before the next presentation, and I thought